Hello guys, welcome to this live stream. I hope everybody is really doing well. And Ethereum is breaking out, guys, and it was a very nice. It's a strong breakout basically. And honestly, this is exactly I wanted this sort of a breakout, but let's just see, because today's FOMC, we'll be expecting a lot of volatility. This might be some sort of a double top, maybe. I'm not sure, and there can be some sort of a deviation, but look at the structure. BTC is not making higher highs, whereas Ethereum is making higher highs. There's something odd between this. It means that clearly, at this point, basically, ETH BTC is playing good at the moment. I've shorted gold, as I mentioned, 3034.6, 3034.8, and my average is around 3034.7 approx, and the stop is around 3040. Basically, just playing the head and shoulder sort of a moment, and there is a inside out pattern as well. Let's see how this plays out. I know it's very risky because of FOMC, but because overall the structure is bullish, it can just do something like this as well, just pump it up. So hence the risk is managed. It's just risking 0.5%, and let's see how things plays out. SPX, I expect SPX to more likely do double bottom and then run up probably towards 5,800. Maybe can push it up to 5,900, and then it should be moving down for better. Hey, hi, Rollman. And SPX, I think, would be a very nice short in my view, around 5,850 to 5,900. So it will be a very, very good short in my view. And the target is on EMA 100 weekly. I'm expecting it to go around 5,170, and definitely that is your bottom. This will bottom here. And once it reclaim, I expect it to do something like this and then make another new highs, practically speaking. So SPX is going to be a very big buy. Whatever the assets you want to buy under EMA 100 weekly, I think it's the best bet for you to buy and to invest in. And that is going to be a very, very good buy in my view. So I think this deviation would be nice. Unless we are losing it, then 1 to 72, if you lose 5,170, then it's a different story. But I do think we are not going to lose it. The way gold did on the weekly, I think the similar thing SPX will definitely likely going to follow. Looking to the gold, I will talk BTC and everything. First, let's just finish this thing so that we can just go over with. And the plan for the gold is perfectly playing out, as I mentioned as well, and towards 3,050, and the bigger fib of 3,050, we have already touched it. Now I think we are very, very close to finishing with the 5 waves, basically for a wave 3. So if you just look at from the perspective of wave counts, what I have is wave 1, wave 2. This is a volume with a wave 3 here. There's going to be wave 4, and that's the reason I'm shorting, and maybe one more push up probably in April for gold. A lot of sideways chop, and then a good. I would say highs on the gold would be nice. This red box, I've already offloaded 60% of my investments in gold because the risk reward don't make sense. Honestly speaking, even if I would have just kept it here, just kept the investment and probably just have this stop loss as well around 2,830. What max you can expect on the push and upside? 3,168, maybe 3,200. Still don't make sense for me. So I think I'd be better off without gold at the moment, and I'd be really, really happy. My plan is still same for the gold on the half-term time frame. This red box is where we are actually going to see a nasty rejection, and a minimum target for the rejection is somewhere around 2,691 to 2,576 is what would be aiming. April mid to May is going to be very, very bearish for gold. I think gold is literally going to see a nasty reversal. Now remember, this might not be the wave 4. This might be something else as well, and we might just go for a bigger pullback towards 2,200, 2,156 as well. But that is going to be a very limited pullback. I mean, if it gives you. But I don't think we are likely going to revisit that 2,156, and hence what I feel is we are more likely inclined, or I'm more inclined towards pullback to max $2,600 plus minus 20-30 bucks. But this is what I will be aiming for, and I'll be looking for a push up by end of the year on gold towards 3,555 to $3,600 basically. And after that, so basically this, the blood moon, we're gonna have the blood moon in September. So maybe after that, I will be looking to see gold dumping back down towards 2,156 to 2,200 for 2026. So 2026 is going to be a very, very good year for gold. Basically, we'll see some nasty dump across the board on the gold, and you can expect at least $2,500, $2,200, and that is it. That's it. Don't expect much for gold. I mean, it's not gonna go to under. It's not gonna go under $2,000 basically, because HTF is bullish, and the primary target for the gold is around 5K at the bigger picture. If you look at from the bigger wave count perspective, that is a target for the gold, because we are looking for primary wave counts. If this is like wave 1, wave 2, and that's going to be a bigger wave 3 over here, after maybe then definitely something like this is going to be retest. $3,000 will be support at some point, and then you'll be expecting 5 to 6K. So this is how, once 2,200, 2,000 retest, just buy whatever you want to buy gold for, whatever whatever you want to invest at that point of time, because 3K is going to be your support then probably in 2027, 2028 for the gold. So I think if you are lucky, we can get that dump on gold basically. Well, going to the USD dominance is definitely looking bearish to me, and definitely it's basically what I feel for the USD dominance. Forward looking bearish. Just look at here, we have lost the RSI. Look at the 12 hours as well. The 12 hours looking slightly bullish, because the RSI still above the 50% levels, and the price is still holding up the 5.24% levels as well. Now, if you just look at from the perspective, just hold on, someone is asking for a link on Twitter, basically X, sorry. Let me just share my link. Perfect. Well, here we go. And if you look at the daily is still overall in the bullish territory for the USD DOM, because the RSI is still above the 50% levels. But what I can say and sense from this move, that we are still having a bearish divergence. There is a possibility we might form another bearish divergence on the USD DOM. Basically, we go down here, form a bullish divergence, and then push up, or maybe just run from here and form a bearish divergence like this. Basically, now it's a very good range that we are having for a USD DOM. So that's what I like to play. I mean, we're just going to chop in between. This is the momentum. This is the choppiness that probably we can expect on the next few days for a USD DOM. But overall, I do think you really want to long with the confidence. Yes, you should be looking to long with the confidence once we start losing 5.24%. So, and hence, I'm not touching alt at the moment, not even touching Ethereum. Even though if we broke out of Ethereum, I mentioned the triangle as well. The breakout would be great from 1930 flip. We flipped 1933 and breakout. In fact, I was watching this as well, the 2 minute strategy over here at 1943 when I just switched on. So that was a very good, quick scalp that would have been for like $50. And honestly, but let's see how this move survives, because we have FOMC. I'm just really happy to be out of the market at the moment. I don't want to rush into anything, but I'm just shorting gold because I like it's in my sell-off zone. So let's see how this plays out. It's very risky, but playing the structure, let's see. So here's the dominance. Maybe we are still having the bearish engulfing candle. We haven't tested or we haven't touched the levels that it was weekly for the USD dominance. Now that we already got the daily bear divergence on the USD DOM, we also got a bearish divergence on the weekly as well, as you can see. And hence, this is a very good sign. overall for the market, basically, and which also means that, and the reason why I got those numbers or the dates, basically because of the fibs that I was using time fibs, and I think that the longs will pay very nicely. Just have to have some patience with the longs, and but I do think once we start losing 5.24% will be nice. But looking to the weekly time frame, it's bearish. Looking to the daily, it's bearish. We might see some push up, probably for a retest like 5.6, 5.7, but that's it. I think we will see something like this eventually dropping under and go to 4.2. So longs are more favorable in going ahead. You just have to have patience for like next few days. Maybe this week is going to be deciding factor. FOMC specifically is a deciding factor in my view. The reason is FOMC, the rate cut is practically unexpected by the market. It's not priced in at the moment. People don't expect the rate cut, and in case if the rate cut happens, that would be very, very nice. The market can literally go for a very nasty move on an upside. But looking to the CPI and everything, there should be some sort of a rate cut, but a lot of things are happening in the background, because that rate cut is going to be so good for the market. Basically, it might be, it is clearly good for basically the bonds market as well as the stock market as well. But as I mentioned, SPX will definitely pump to 5,900. So yeah, definitely that might lead the pump probably. But let's see. Here's the DOM, still same plan at this moment. We will go giga long. Once we go here, we will long here, whatever it gives us. Two things, two things basically. Am I audible now? And am I audible? I think now it should be audible. Just hold on, setting up my mic. Yeah, it's audible. I think should be it's audible basically. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think the plan is still same. Maybe if BTC gives us a move towards 79, 78k, maybe 78.3 till these dates that we have on 27th March, and I think if we can just probably form an M pattern sort of thing, or maybe some sort of a inverse cup and handle. Just if you just inverse the chart, so we are likely, this is how normally I look the market. It's a very nice deviation. It's a very nice deviation. So I think it's audible, my friend. I can check it maybe. Can someone else confirm? Yeah, perfect. So if you just inverse the chart of the USD dominance, Bitcoin USD pair, if you just confirm the chart, what I clearly see over here is there is a very nice A, B, C, and we are just chopping out with like A, B, C like here, and then dump like this. So this would be very nice in my view. So just need a little bit more chop, very, very friendly choppiness. Just chop a little bit more, chop, and then boom. So practically it's a very good pattern, inverse is very, very good for the Bitcoin in my view. I think 78,000 is going to be very, very good opportunity if it gives you. I'll definitely be buying good long and buy BTC as well at those levels. I won't be touching, of course, Ethereum or Solana until 27th of March. Probably I'll be looking to buy some higher, but definitely I won't be touching it. This might be the deviation, the way BTC did as well. If it close under, that can be a deviation, and that can be a very nice, some sort of a wave A, B, and we did wave C here. So this can be A, B, C, and then boom, we do something like this. So this can be A, B, C, and or maybe this is A, B, C, this is a W. We do another A, B, C, which is X, or maybe irregular flat, and then we go for a run up like $2,035 to $2,200. So this can be a very good chance, and I'm just not betting on at the moment. I'm not looking to longs here because there is a divergence between ETH and BTC. BTC is making lower highs, whereas Ethereum is making higher highs. That's something fishy, unless Bitcoin tries to break out. If BTC breaks out above March opens of 84.3, I would be very, very confident on that long. And yeah, so this is what I have, and the 2-minute strategy. Yesterday gave a very good short as well as long both. A lot of shots were there. I did not play it out on yesterday. It was very filling week due to fast and prayers and everything. But overall, I think I'm going to run this challenge to maybe 10K basically, and I'm really confident on that. This time definitely we're running it to 10K. I'm not gonna stop it with like 1x gains. Basically, last challenge we started November 1st, and I ended up 28th or 27th of Feb with like 2K balance, almost like doubling it. And this time I think because we did not took more than $30-40 risk. We began with $20 risk, and then we eventually went with $50 risk. So if the balance would be very high, but we lost a lot during the February dump and on the chop basically, not with the challenge. Else it would have been 3x easily, but that's okay. Still 2x is good. So I'm expecting it to run it to 10K inshallah, and my plan is to get that at least, so that a lot of people would be benefit out of it. And also for those guys who really want an access of our indicators, trading view indicators, price action algo, it's really helpful. And support resistance algo, you have a lot of things. You need the signals indicator, whatever the indicators we have. You want that access, just subscribe to the Bybit, create a Bybit account using the link mentioned in the description, and transfer $100 and just ping me with the UID and trading view name, and I'll give you the access. Okay, it's very easy. I mean, nothing. I mean, not asking more from you guys. A lot of people DM'd me, and access are already given. More than 100 people DM'd me, and the access is already handed over to them on Twitter and on the Discord. So if you still want those access, just let me know. And also, the most important part about the indicator is let's just see from the. I mean, this harmonic is still valid, guys. Okay, for your current information. So this harmonic is still valid. Maybe what we can do is a rounded bottom. I know we have seen something like this: chop here, and another and then we run up like this to upside. 1-2-1-2 formation. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 and 5. So 100k is a very likely target for BTC in my view, for a short basically. And hence that's the reason I feel April to May or maybe June is going to be a very good month for BTC. Basically, the faster we run up, the faster we will more faster we will get our short opportunity. At the moment, I have a lot of alts, but I'm just going to pass on for alts. Let's just wait and see how Ethereum is going to react over here, because we have a solid resistance here and the neckline as well. ABC is looking great as well, with a triangle, as I mentioned, a very clean ABC with the choppiness that we got. And let's just finish its move, in my view. Once we flip, then we can look for scalp scalps till 2035. But till then, I'm just simply going to pass it on. Just gonna wait for it. I want to show you something over here. Basically, on the Bitcoin chart, I think I've showed you to a lot of members, but I'm not sure how many of you guys remember it. So just let's go to the daily time frame on a BTC, and then eventually we'll go to the a weekly time frame. So when we go to the daily time frame, and the only thing that I really want to look for is MACD plus histogram bearish divergence on BTC on the daily time frame, because if you look at closely, over here on Bitcoin. Let me just have some changes. Historical divergence displayed. I'll just make it to 10. Okay, so that we can get a lot of things. So you see, historically, this was where we got our first top on MACD plus histo on the daily, and then we dumped, and then again we got a bottom here on this candle, and then we pumped again. We got a MACD per histo in June 2021. We bottomed. I played this very nicely, and then we got another bad divergence here. We dumped, another bull divergence. We pumped, another bad divergence. We dumped. Basically, just look at these things, how things are playing out. And then we got another bearish divergence here. Then we dumped this way. We got some bullish divergence where from here we pumped up to 21,500, and then we got a mega bullish divergence of MACD plus histo around $20,000. To from there, the drill. I mean, just went nuts. So after that, just look further. We got another bad divergence. Then we dumped, bullish, bearish. I mean, the things are looking great, honestly speaking. With this, we can at least only, as you can see, this was the one divergence that it failed out. Rest all played out, honestly. So now, what do we expect for basically the MACD plus histo on the daily? We got this bad divergence. This got invalidated here, but then after we dumped and we got bullish divergence here, the market pumped. Another bull divergence here, the market pumped. We got another bullish divergence here as well, but this was from these levels, and this was some sort of fake out. We did not play it out. Now I think you really want to see a MACD plus histo, plays a very, very important part. And whenever we see such sort of a divergences on the weekly time frame, it always plays out. So similarly, we got a divergence around 17,361. It played out very nicely. And of course, your invalidation was 4,300. We are talking about the weekly time frame. I'm not seeing any bad divergence as of yet. I'm not sure whether it's going to form one on the MACD histo, because we never have seen such sort of divergence. But I think if daily can, next bear divergence, if BTC can form, how it can form would be something like this. We can just run up like here and go up to the chop zone, and then we can form another bear divergence on the MACD plus histo. This is the only way I feel that BTC can form a bearish divergence. So let's see how this plays out. Also check out the OBV. OBV is a very good indicator as well on the daily time frame. It's very, very useful. Many times it is given a top. You see the top here, you see the top here, very much close to the topping out, and we shorted. I wanted to have short here, but the limit did not fill. But anyways, it was a very nice long here. You see another long opportunity here, but it got invalidated. Basically, this was a small push, not big one, but still this was another OBV. So basically OBV is having a bear divergence. If we see a bullish divergence, I think we'll definitely buy on the daily. You can simply just play with the divergence indicator for now. Similarly, the plan for the BTC, we do have some sort of a unfilled CME gap, and which is still pending. So I think we are likely going to see a down like this. Just give a 3-tap sort of thing, and fill the gap. Not only fill the gap, just pass through the gap towards an upside. So just need a little more sideways chop for the BTC in my view. So that's the plan. Similarly for Ethereum, Ethereum is, as I mentioned, guys, I mean, if you really would like to be bullish on ETH, you really want ETH to flip up 2,184 on the CMEs and 2,100 on the perpeps, because there is a premium on the the CMEs basically. And we have two gaps up, 3,300 and the smaller gap that we have around 2,600. I think both the gaps will get filled eventually, And this is a very good opportunity presenting in front of our screen basically for ETH. If Ethereum gives us move towards 1673 to 1600 to 1570 or 1528, basically the order block that we have around here on the weekly time frame, I am definitely going to give a spot buy, because I think it's going to be good opportunity on ETH, at least a push up to 2600, and then probably we can do something like this later on, but at least that push can really be good. And you can make 60-65% gains not only in ETH but altcoins as well, because remember the last time I talked about it, altcoins are still struggling. We are still in a no trade zone, chop zone. This is a chop zone, guys. Longs are favorable above this 241 billion, and shorts are favorable under this 215 billion. So right now we are in between. So it's that's the reason it's called a chop zone. Also I will be looking to long alts once we flip to $141 billion, which is how much percentage from the current price, which is roughly 4.7% from the current price. And the looking to the structure, honestly, what I feel is we can maybe have push up, but eventually I'm expecting a move towards 215 billion as a retest, and maybe slightly under it, reclaim it, and then run up like this. That would be nice, honestly speaking. That perfectly aligns with my USA dominance as well. Total crypto market cap, same plan, ladies and gentlemen, no changes. Double bottom and then run up. This is where I like to see the market to test between 3.2 to 2.5 to 3.46 trillion dollar. This red box, anywhere in between, we will go as a retest, and after that you can expect another dump going ahead. So this is going to be a very good retest. And looking to the total to crypto market cap, same plan as I mentioned, no changes. Looking for maybe a double bottom sort of thing on total 2, and I would like to see a push up to like this, a deviation up like here to $1.4 trillion, and then a run up down like this to $635 billion. So that would be very interesting. Yeah, if we are flipping this zone, that's a very strong order block on the weekly time frame. If you check it very carefully, if you flip it here, then likely we might go for one more push on an upside, and hence the longs are more favorable at the double bottom. Basically in the next few days, basically by end of this week or the beginning of the week, we are likely going to see a nasty bottom or some sort of a reversal from the bottom. And once you buy, you just keep on compounding it, and that's the reason I'm holding near, even though it's at historically negative levels. And but the structure is still intact, A, B, and clear 5 waves C. So just need a bounce accumulation here for a push up to 6. I'm very confident that we are going to get out this positive, or maybe at least a break even. It can push up like this as well, but at least I'm expecting near to do, or at least a retest of 6.5 to 6.7. Even if it does that, we will definitely gonna get a break even. So how can we play this very nicely? As I mentioned, wait for a few days. We can even get a good swing, coin margin longs or near as well. It all depends. We just have to wait, a little bit more for that to happen. Okay. So that's the plan, ladies and gentlemen. Gold, still my entry at the moment. It's almost like a break even at the moment. Let's see how this plays out. BTC, I think BTC 83.1 can be played as a long. We'll see. Ethereum is still bullish because we're still above the VWAP and everything looks great. So not shorting it unless we see a deviation under. Yeah, BNB is good, guys. As I mentioned previously as well, BNB is definitely good. And BNB USDT.P. So BNB is good. I'm expecting BNB on the daily time frame. If you just look very carefully, we'd like to see BNB, retesting at some point, retesting $694. Very easy. I would like to see that happening. So at least, but now I think we will see a retest of 564. That's a wave 1. We will see wave 2 chop like this, wave 2, and then we will run up again to 690.94. So I think it's a resistance right now. So you just have to be slightly careful. 643 is your resistance. Solana basically, so this was the scalp that we took previously. And well, no, we did not took that. Yeah, we took that. So right now I would like to see it going to the discount zone. Right now we are in the middle. So the premium zone is here. No long till we flip the premium zone basically. So wait for it. I think we are likely forming a head and shoulder on the lower term time frame. So maybe like this. I would like to see this sort of a move, like a double bottom sort of thing on reclaim it and look for long opportunities, because we are having a strong resistance here. So either you long on the flip of $130 or you long at the retest of $112, $115 like a double bottom. Till then, just don't touch Solana at the moment. So that's all for now today's stream. Let's see what opportunities we can get. But definitely ETH BTC is I'm still holding my underwater ETH BTC long position. I don't intend to I would say I don't intend to compound at the moment, because I won't be able to manage the risk at that point. But clearly what I feel is the 5 waves are very, very, very much in. It's a very, very good opportunity for ETH. And in my view, I'm just going to keep on holding up. In case if you're flipping the lows here, this was the deviation. Any pullback on a retest towards 2329, I think I will compound it with a very tight stop loss. And I do think that we are likely going to test the 2660, come back down like this again, and then run up to 0.03. This can be a very, very good sign for ETH, BTC, and altcoins after April, May, basically. Because if you look at from the 4-hour perspective, we are having some bad divergence. If you look at from the daily perspective, daily perspective is still, we are having some sort of a bad divergence forming from these levels. See? Here, basically here. So the price still not making higher highs, but the RSI is about to make higher highs. The momentum is good, but it's not that good to beat up the bad divergence. And hence, I do feel that we are likely going to see some rejection from 2400, and this is a rounded bottom. For now, I think 2261 should hold actually. 2261 should hold. This is how I would like to be. I mean, the 5 waves are in overall. On the daily time frame, the 5 waves look clearly in to me. Just need a little bit more time for a consolidation, or you can say accumulation. AVAX at the moment, HTF, I already mentioned my plan for the HTF. 13.1 is what I will be looking to buy the dips eventually. We are still missing the wave 4. Wave 4 is likely going to go for a retest of $21.5 to $22. This is going to be the wave 4 on the higher term time frame. Lower term time frame, if we just look at from the 4-hour perspective, I think AVAX is still doing some sort of a, this is 1, maybe A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. This is where the auto block is. Maybe it can go down like this one more time and then push up. Because we are still having a strong resistance here. 21.5 would be a very nice levels to retest. So under this is a clean, some sort of a short zone. The green box is a short zone. You flip it up, then we can look for some long opportunities. But till then, I would just not be looking for any scalps as well on this one. It can really reject hard along with BTC, So that's what we have for AVAX. Gala, another coin. Let's just check it out. Gala very similar basically at the moment, but slightly looking good. Not that good, but slightly, because we are still above the resistance, which gives me slightly bullish vibes. RSI is hardly or barely holding the 50% levels on the 4 hours. So in case if BTC nukes, it will just simply nuke along with it. We are not having any bad divergence. Daily is still bearish. Once the RSI flips 50, that would be nice for Gala. Looking to the daily VWAP, how things looks like. Yeah, VWAP is looking good. Do we have any naked POCs? Let's just check. Yeah, we have naked POCs above, which we will hit at some point. So looking to this structure on Gala, we do have this neckline here. So it's not only this is a strong, this is a very, very strong resistance. Just wait for 2 daily consecutive close. You just wait for today and tomorrow. If we close above 0.1698, you can buy on a pullback, and you can aim for these levels. It will just chop it bit, and it will then aim for this order block that we have. But I do think it is not going to hold. Likely it just go for a double bottom sort of thing. Accumulation happens, try to accumulate under this, and then form some sort of a base. We need an accumulation base. Either it's going to be a triangle, or it's going to be some sort of a irregular flat, something. Just give me checkmate. What is checkmate? It's a bullish checkmate. You go up here, you long up looking for this range, and then break out, and then boom, it goes like this. That's not as a bullish checkmate. So it happens very quickly on the daily time frame. You can just look if there is some sort of a checkmate on the forward as well. So just wait for these levels. Can it reach to 0.09? Just look at it's barely holding. I really don't think it is going to reach more than 0.064, even if it does. So I feel that what this coin is going to do, even if it push up like this, it's going to push up, and eventually we will sweep the lows. We will go under this. We will sweep it at some point. Once we sweep and reclaim, can be a very good opportunity. Till then, it's very risky, So I'm expecting this liquidity to be taken care of, and it's just likely going to see a deviation or in just price discovery. We'll see. But no push till above this, till we take these lows. So this lows is a must in my view. So ladies and gentlemen, BTC in my view at this point, 84.3 is still possible before the FOMC. I'll just gonna go flat before the FOMC. I'm flat till yesterday after I got stopped out on my BTC scalp at 83.7, 83.9, and I'm just simply gonna wait for it, the opportunity. I will either look for long opportunity above this to aim for 86k and maybe one higher, simply gonna wait for, because we still have some sort of LTF bullish pattern. It's known as a V-shaped recovery and accumulation. This was the V-shaped recovery, accumulation. So in case if we flip up, we can run up to 90, 91, 93 as well. And the plan for a bullish 27th March invalidates, and we just simply run up, and maybe we can dump a lot after that. So it all depends on. So I'm just simply watching how 84.3 is going to react. Ethereum is at resistance, so I'm just gonna watch it at the moment. Let's see. So that's the plan. This is the very strong levels, 5.24% for USD DOM. Okay, that's all guys, and have a nice day. Take care.